Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. I have a girlfriend who started dating this guy who had come out of a bad relationship. He was in that relationship for a long time. And he found my girlfriend and they seemed to have like a happy, good relationship. And as the relationship was progressing, I would say things to her like, I think he could be the one. Like, he seems to really love you. And she would always say to me, nope, he's not ready. He's going to go back to her. And he never gave any indication that that's what would happen. And I would always say, no, he loves you. Like, this is real. I mean, it went on for a couple of years. Like, he was crazy about her. And I thought maybe she was just being pessimistic. So the relationship would go on and we would do things together. And I would say to her, you know, do you think you guys might get married? Do you think maybe he'll propose? Like, what do you think? And she would always be very cautious in her response and say, no, I don't see the relationship going the distance. I think he will eventually go back to her. And in the end, he did. And when I tell you, like, shock to the system, I'm talking shock to the system. They broke up. And after a while, he went back to the ex. After like years, I'm like, what? Anyway, I have great conversations with this girlfriend. And I asked her, how did you know? Like, how did you know? And she said, because he was part of my journey to learn what I needed to learn. To learn boundaries, to learn how to love myself, to learn what I will and will not put up with. And I thought, how, like, I don't know if mature is the right word or if she's a martyr, but like, how do you give 2 or 3 years of your life to someone that you know deep down inside is not your forever? And I wanted to know from her because I don't do anything unless I think the energy I'm putting into that situation is going to bring me closer to the life I want to live. At least that's how I see it. And she said to me, you see, it did. Because I learned so much from that relationship. I loved him. I don't cry because it's over. I smile because it happened. I loved him. We had a great time together. But he was a lesson for me. He was not meant to be in my life forever. And I'm like, how do you get to that place where you are so confident that you can give, knowingly give? See, we all give parts of our life to somebody that are not meant to be in our life forever. We just don't know it. So many of us go into these things wanting so badly for that person to be our forever. We take a square peg and we try so hard to round its edges to make it fit into a round hole. How much time have we spent taking a round peg and literally grinding it down, trying desperately to hold on to something that's not meant to be held on to? It's meant to be let go. We do it in friendships. We do it with loved ones. Because we so badly want it to work, we're so afraid to fail. But I always say, fail up. As long as you're failing up and taking the lesson, fail all the time. Because the greatest growth comes from failure. We know that. So, fast forward to my girlfriend, who's now married to the person she's meant to be with. She literally has no regrets. She needed all of that. She needed the drama. She needed the heartache. She needed the love. She needed me. I needed her. And she has no regrets, which is a lot more than I can say for some situations I found myself in. Even though I wouldn't do it differently, some of those I'm like, ugh. But it's a lesson in, first of all, self-awareness. Like, bravo, sister, to be that self-aware. To go into something and know, this isn't going to be forever for me, but I'm going to learn something amazing and have a good time in the process. Because most of us go into it going, no. We're like Essie from Dreamgirls. You're gonna love me. And like, we are like, no matter what, you're gonna love me. You're gonna choose me. You will not choose anybody else. Even when the truth is, we don't even really want them to choose us, because there's a part of us that knows it's not right, but still the ego in us, the little girl in us, wants to be chosen. And my girlfriend just had the most brilliant sense of self. Like, it's okay that I know he won't choose me forever, because what we're doing right now is what I need. This is where I will grow, in this stage with him. But he's not meant to be my forever. And I don't know, like, that level of self-awareness to me is like amazing, because I spent so much time forcing the wrong relationships, begging people to hang on and stay with me, when the truth is, I didn't even really want to stay with them. I just didn't want to be left. That's it. That's my aha moment. I didn't even really want to stay with them. I just didn't want to be left. And that is the truth. I didn't want people to perceive me or my relationships as failures. So even though I knew I was way past the expiration date in the relationship, I was like bad milk, I couldn't let it go. I know that so many of us right now are in that situation, in friendships or romantic relationships, where we don't even necessarily still want to be part of it. We just don't know how to let it go. So to that I say, do your best to find the lesson. Write down what you loved about the experience and understand that not everybody that is on your journey is meant to go to the end. See it that way. Don't see it as a failure. See it as, I've gotten everything I can get from this relationship. I've grown as far as I can grow with you, and it is time for me to go. And then go. But go with a smile. Go the way my girlfriend went. Like, that was awesome. I learned a lot. And now I'm going to go find the person I'm meant to be with. Okay, easier said than done, but we can all try. We can all try. I love you so much today. It's hump day. You know what that means. I love you so much. Have a great day.